Supreme Beautiful Rising, everyone. Happy New Day. This is a day that we have made as a collective consciousness, so we must be glad and rejoice in it. I hope that this rising is bringing everyone in a beautiful space. We have some beautiful energies that are coming through, and I hope that many of you, although there are a lot of things that's going on to try to keep it from being felt, but I'm hoping that you guys are feeling the changes that are coming through energetically onto this plane, because there is an enormous amount of energy that is being bestowed upon this plane. Hey everybody. Hi Mr. Overy. Hi T. Hey Mama. How you doing? You've been MIA. I hope all is well. I was going to get with you after I do this live just to make sure that you were good. But I'm glad to see that you are here. Let me know that you're fine. Hi Golden. Hi Maddie. Hi everybody. Supreme Rising. Yes, Supreme Beautiful Rising. An amazing rising. I wanted to get on here and to express some love. I had a real, yesterday was a day of revelation, and I wanna, for us to put our mind in spaces, in love. So that, I don't know who you are, sir. So that's, you just came on. I don't know who you are. So please, I don't know you. So, but I want to focus this rising, on love, because as yesterday, I had a chain of events that took place, where I was brought into the loop of something. And I realized that a lot of people are not, there are some people that are refusing to, I'm not going to say they're refusing to ascend, but they're in this space where they're oppositional of the ascending energies that are coming onto this plane. And I remember when T, he said to me, he's like, Patrice, you can't save everybody. You know what I'm saying? You can't save everybody, because people are choosing to be in spaces, that they want to remain. And until they make a choice, a different choice to be in a different space, then, they're going to be in that space until they make the choice to change that space. And I get that. I really get that. But I guess I feel like, a little Michael Jackson-ness or something like that, all that comes into my mind is like, heal the world, make this a better place. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to dedicate this, this live, with love, sending out love to everyone, that is having a hard time with the energies and the transitional, aspect of these energies. They're still in search of themselves. I've seen a lot of things yesterday I wasn't really ready to see. I kept getting, DMs to go on certain people's live. And it was a hot mess. Like, it was, in my interpretation, it was a hot mess. So I said this rising, it's not to really condemn that particular energy, because those energies have a right to be expressed. This is the thing. These energies, right? Although we have given them labels, and, some of the energies we accept the value of, and then there are some that we don't accept the value of. But at the end of the day, they have the right to be expressed. And that is the part that we have to understand. It's not going to always, until we ascend and resonate in a vibration that is suitable for us in regards to, having blissfulness all the time, where that is the majority of the time when we exit out of the realm of duality. Because as long as we are in the energies of duality, this is where you're going to have the good and the bad, the up, the down, the left, the right. But as you ascend energetically or raise your vibration, then the dualistic expression, energetic expression, begins to subside, and we begin to more experience in consistency the vibration that is more suitable for our experience, which, is the bliss. Most of us, because, we're ready for the bliss because we done had so much hell. You know what I'm saying? So, many of us are just ready for pure bliss because we've already been in pure hell, in a pure hell energy, right? Or what we perceive as pure hell energy. But as long as we are still vibrating in the dualistic, energies of expression, we're going to see the dualities, right? We're going to see the dualities. Supreme rising, everybody that's coming in. We're going to see the dualities, right? This is where, I always say, try to get more energetically inclined so that you can begin to understand the functionalities of how these energies are. So therefore, when, things present itself to you, you're not reactive. You know what I'm saying? We can respond better to what is being expressed before us. And because I've seen, I was able to jump in and jump out of these particular lives. Because like I say, I get people most times when they DM me, I don't know why I think this way, but most time when they DM me to go to a live, like if I get a live out of nowhere from somebody that I don't really know, but probably know me, most time it's like I feel like they're trying to show me something regarding like maybe something is being said, and most time I normally ignore those DMs. I ignore those lives because I don't want to be engaged of the the Discord. You know what I'm saying? But for whatever this particular time, I jumped in for like a minute, and I quickly exited. And I realized that the reason why I guess that I was exposed to that energy is just to send out more love, send out more vibrational energies of love and compassion, to heal these energies, that is, expressing great discord, so that we can ascend out of the dualistic side, of expression, because we're going to get these energies. We're going to get these dualistic, energies right now, because that's where we're vibrating. And if you guys don't understand what it is that I am expressing, please, just let me know, because I want clarity. I want us to be able to really, truly understand, what is actually transpiring. At least, I can explain my perspective, right? I'm in a space of healing, you know what I'm saying? And instead of like, condemning, and berating, an energetic expression that has the right to be expressed, I'm asking for the healing of it, right? I'm, conjuring or declaring the healing of all energetic expressions, and in hopes of their ascension out of the dualistic, way of expression, right? You got people that are in really dark places still, in that regard. Not dark matter, but dark places where, they're not resolving a lot of what it is that they're going through, So, I just, I'm in my Michael Jackson mode, this rising, heal the world, make this a better place, because that's what we need. We are being, barricaded with energies. I did a video yesterday to show the chemtrails, right? And it was a chemtrail that looked like it had just maybe been done maybe an hour or two prior, and you could see right where the energies, the radiation was captured in that chemtrail. You could clearly see that it was a chemtrail. And it was luminous, as I've been saying. It was illuminated, right, because of the radiation. Now, that's what this, the chemtrails are able to hold. But what I'm saying to you is that these energies are, coming onto this plane, and we are being constantly inundated with it. So if I'm just going to usher these energies and ride these energies with my own energies, and more push the love vibration. Supreme rising. Hi, I can't even see. Body by Murder. How you doing? What a name. What supreme beautiful rising to you. So, when we grace the presence of these lives, and there are, in anything, any aspect that, when we grace, you don't have to like verbalize it and say, oh, you guys need to get it together. We are more powerful within our own right, within our own self, that, the power that is vested within our being. So we can actually, have a moment of silence within ourselves, assess the energy that is being displayed. And we now can send energy to transmute those energies. And it may not, show itself right away. But it will eventually, because we can work with the energies that are coming onto this plane within ourselves, and be in conjunction with it instead of being in opposition. And I think most of what's going on right now, many people are in opposition because they know not what is actually transpiring. So they're still moving through the programming. Yes, I heard a revelation yesterday. Thought I found it interesting. It was about how to get newborns to sleep at night and why they tend to have difficulty sleeping at night. The reason is because they came from the dark. Ah, well, see, you know what? That's another thing. On a couple of lives. No, it was day before yesterday, or was it Monday? I think it was Monday. We were talking about how we have been programmed to sleep at night. That is very true. That is very true. So when we had babies and the babies were up at night, right, and we would program them to get on our programming. In actuality, we should have gotten on their programming to be up at night and sleep during the day. But but the system converted everything. So imagine if we worked at night and slept during the day, then that would keep us in a high vibrational, because that is the darkness is what we are spiritually, or energetically, I should say energetically, familiar with. That is our natural rhythm, right? But imagine if, let's say, if they did do anything, imagine if we worked at night, right, and we slept during the day, right? That would have kept us in a high vibrational state of being. So to alter that, they program us to sleep at night and work during the day, right? Because it's always inverted. So spiritually, that is spiritually sound for me. You know what I'm saying? Hearing that is spiritually sound. So I can more agree with that than not, right? Yes. Yep. I can more agree with that than not. Because everything on this plane has been inverted. Every jackrabbit thing has been inverted, right? So, we are still moving in these, these aspects of programming. That is still a detriment. This is why I'm grateful for the energies, because we're still programmed at a programming. Right. So when you see, when the kids, when you used to see our children wanting to sleep all day, we used to have a problem with it because we were programmed to have a problem. And all you do is sleep all day. Well, actually, in reality, that was them trying to tell us that that's the natural course of energetically who we are. You know what I'm saying? But, of course, that's, we threw that in the wash, and it don't make no sense, right? We supposed to, be working during the day and sleeping at night, but that's not what it is. So I can wholeheartedly agree with that. At the end of the day, to be honest with you, the plane herself, in its natural state, there is no night. And there are certain places on this planet that does not see darkness, right? I forgot where it's at, but it's at an angle of light where it does not see darkness. And when you look at that place, it is beautiful. It looks like a tropic. It is gorgeous. It's like, it's very luminous in its color. The trees, I mean, it does not see darkness, and it's not hot. It's not hot and it's not cold, right? It's just at a normal, it's whatever normal is, but it's just, people should read The Light of Egypt. Yes, the thing about this, the reason why we're in the light, right? And what time is it? The reason why we're in the light is not necessarily bad. It's not bad, but it does, the more light we have, or the Luciferian light that we have, the more the shadows can commence, right? But if we could still energetically operate in the light, as long as we are harmonic, as long as we are harmonized. There is a spectrum of light, right, that does not express duality, right? And this is what we are ascending. We are ascending into the spectrum of light that does not negate duality, right? But when we go, the more dense we become, the more dualistic of the expressions are there or available to be expressed. Okay, so the more dense you become, the more dualistic, right? But there is an ascensional energetic value that is in the spectrum of light. These are where you get your Arcturians, your Pleiadians, and different things of that nature, where they are operating on a spectrum of light, right? That is not dualistic. Okay. All right. So the more dense you become, right, in the 3D, 2D, 1D, then the more duality there is to be expressed. This is where you get the good, the bad, the up, the down, the left, the right, and all of these different things. Right. So the light itself is not bad. Right. But as it becomes more dense, this is where you get the dualistic side of expression, energetic expression. The atoms begin to split. It has to split in order to survive the density. Right. And then this is, you get the dualistic side of expression, and then you are able to have more shadow side of expressions. Right. But when you move up in the spectrums of light, or when you move in the spectrums of light that does not have that much dualistic, or it's not splitting, right? It's not, the atoms doesn't have to split as many times as it does when it gets into the density. Then now you don't have to express the dualistic side of expression. This is where you now have the ability to be more harmonious and compassionate and different things of that nature, because you're not under that intense level of density that creates the atoms to split, okay, or the dualistic side of expression, or the shadows, right? The shadows can also be able to commence in the more density, the more dense we are in our energetic expression. The 3D, the third dimensional expression, is dense. It's denser than the 5-dimensional level of consciousness, right? Or the 6-dimensional level of consciousness, right? The density is what creates the shadows, right, in the light. Okay. So as we ascend from the density now, then therefore the shadow self cannot, the shadow side of self is starting to also dissipate, because we're now ascending more into it's light, but we're ascending more in energetic power into dark matter energy. Okay. Right. And the dark matter energy is the hierarchy of energetic value. Right. So once you move into the dark, where there's, no light, right, then you operate completely different. That's just a whole nother operational system in its entirety, right? Whole nother operational system. So it's nothing wrong with being in the light, right? But where in the light energetically are you expressing? That's the key. That's the all key right there. And most of us right now, yes, I am. Glad you said something, Ma. Because I was rolling. I was about to get into it. Yes, I am, sis. I'm so glad you said something, and I looked up at the time. We're going to talk about it, though. We're going to talk about it so that we can be an expression. But as I say, today I want to express, heal the world, make this a better place. Because there are a lot of platforms that, I was sitting yesterday. I don't know. Everybody was sending me stuff but I'm just going to say I'm sending out healing energies. And I challenge you guys to do the same today. Step into your space. You have the power. The power is vested in you. You have the ability to tap into it. You just have to tap into it, and let's send love, energy, frequency, of ourselves out, into the masses, into the energetic masses, in any way that you're able to express it. I'm doing it today, tomorrow. I do it all the time, but I'm really putting forth a conscious effort, a more conscious effort to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I see, and these energies are here, but we'll talk about it. We'll talk about the gauges and the scales and different things of the nature, and how energy really what it really looks like, simplified, because I'm the simplified version. I'm not into the complexity of expression. I keeps it simple. I keeps it simple. All right. Oh, Lord. Gotta get out of here. Oh, y'all. I need to manifest myself where I don't have to come to this no more. Because I'm ass tired. Ass tired, y'all. All right, so. Yeah, Michael Jackson and heal the world or make it a better place. That's what I'm challenging you guys to do that, because these lives are reckless. You know, and I normally don't really jump in. Thank you. I normally don't really jump in the lives and stuff like that, because I already get that feeling that, you know, that the energy gonna be off. You know what I'm saying? But I went in real quick, listened to and part that I came in on, most of them, they was very much discorded. You know what I'm saying? So, hi, sweetheart, how you doing? All right, you too, love. Thank you. They were very much discorded. So I'm taking it upon myself to, you know, just conjure in my thought process to just send the energies and stuff like that. Morning. To send the energies and everything out there to heal the world in conjunction with the energies that are coming in, because we have the ability to do that. We just have to step into that space, you know, that mental space, and just be what we want to see. Good morning. Right. Thank you, Mama. Y'all have an amazing day too. Good morning, ladies. Are you up?
What?
Are you up?
Yes, I am.